Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. Welcome to today's Smokers Panel Live. And today we're going back to that old style. I'm slowly going back to our old style because I feel like that transition over the years didn't fit the live too well. And what does that mean? That means that I do so much review that there's no review per se for the live. So I will save those cigars and smoke it on the live like I did before. Would just do just well. And I think I can give a better opinion in a live show than a review, because a review is like, once I say that, this it is what it is. So we're slowly doing that, going back to where it is. That's how it is, okay? For those people who are interested in this ashtray, they are available on the Shadow Smoke Legion website right now. So if you go to Shadow Smoke Legion website, go to Project ITS, scroll all the way down, you'll find it. Okay, so it's available now. The price is shipped, right? It comes with shipping. So one flat fee, call it a day, makes it easy. It's there now. Okay, so today we are doing the Plasencia new 6-toe tubo. I have the old box. This is my the old one that I used to buy, or I have bought back in the days, because I thought this box was super cool, the shape and everything. I thought this was pretty cool. And what happened is they came out with tubo. I was like, that is very interesting. That is very interesting to have a tubo. So I bought a box. I think I talked about it before that I was gonna buy a box. So it came out, so I bought a box. Right. So I want to open up with you guys and take a look and smoke one, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, right? That's so weird. We have long-lived Tiberius being like the number one thing, and then Martin and Maya also have number one thing on my screen. So weird. So, if you're smoking something nice, let me know what you're smoking. Maybe we'll talk about it as well while I'm opening this thing. It's a Wednesday hot afternoon. We're at 97, almost 98 degrees today. Hot day. Hot day. I tried to smoke one cigar after dinner outside, and I came in sweaty. I was like, nope. After that one cigar, I was like, I'm not staying outside anymore. So it's just way too hot. Way too hot. Way too hot. All right. So that's a band. What band? So the box, standard, 90 degree. Standard green. It looks similar to the original one. I think the same green. Let me see. Yeah, they're the same green. They're the same green. Kind of. All right. The sleeve. It is hexagon 6x60, 6-to-1. And crafted with 10-year aging process and finished in a Colorado Carrera wrapper rolled in hexagon shape that creates distinctive tastes with tempered body. Okay. Hey, Val. This one was produced July 2025. So, oh, okay. Has this thing that holds it together. And here we go. That's what it looks like. Not bad look. Not bad look. Okay, take one out. That looks super cool. Hey, Camping, haven't seen you for a while. It's super cool. All right, I don't think this cigar tubo is gonna fit in the box. Let me see. Because I have smoking pipe. Nope, it's short by that much. It is bigger, so makes sense. Makes sense. You know, cigar may be expensive, but pipe is even more expensive as you go because you gotta end up buying more pipes. A good pipe is expensive. Smoking your favorite basin? All right, all right, all right. So obviously, you know, it'd be super cool if they made the top twist on, because you can be hexagon and still be able to twist on, because the inner part of it will still have enough groove to catch on a circular entrance. But this is a push on. All right. Oh, okay. I think it makes the cigar look even fatter. Cigar look even fatter. So inside gold tip. This, believe it or not, it's metal. Metal. Good job. Good job, Plasencia. Packaging, very nice. All right. Okay. Put this to the side. Yeah, I'll put it on the floor. Put this to the side. Put it on the floor. If you don't know me already, cigar goes to the floor. Sometimes. All right. So let's smoke this thing. Actually, not too bad. Not a bad smell. It's got a enough smoky, enough of like a stinkiness to it, like a dankiness to it, like a fermented smell to it. I'm gonna take this off. And then I'm gonna take the tape off so I can let it on this thing. Will this cut in this thing? Let's see. It will. It will fit a cut. It will fit the cut. The draw is actually okay. Draw is okay. All right, so let's get this off. Okay, so that's off. I'm just gonna double check because sometimes they hide another band on there. And they did hide another band on there. Okay, I'm gonna take this band off. Almost lit this band. Almost lit the band. Where's the... No. No. What? What? I can't find... It had to be hit this one, no? No, it's not. Like usually you would think that it was right here, right? But it was right here, right? But it's not. Like, what the hell is the... Maybe the other way? No. No. What? What? The hell? Um... Oh, what? Oh, okay. What the hell? Yeah, that's where I tried. Wow. Okay. All right. There we go. Bottom band. Almost lit this up. All right. Let's light this like this. I keep telling people this is the correct way to light it because that's how I learned it. When you hold the cedar to burn this thing, it's the same thing. The cedar goes on fire and then it lights this thing up. So you just have the cedar poke out just a little bit and start lighting it. It will work. I need to find one with enough fuel. I think they're all enough fuel. Okay. Same idea. Because once you let it, you're gonna get that cedar flavor on it. It's like when you put wood to smoke something, it doesn't have to be the source. You just have to have that smoke. All right, here we go. Ready? Actually smells really good. I'm driving Nissan contest except for what? You mean it was just the way that they taped over. Literally, they taped so perfectly, I couldn't find the line. To undo it. And once you're done, take this off. And that's it. You don't have to worry about it. Trust me, if you this big of a gauge, if you just use this fold up and try to light it, you'll have trouble doing it. You just need that initial flavor to go through to kind of get through that initial bad taste of the burn. Mm. Again, so those people who's looking for the ashtray, they are available on the Shadow Smoke Legion website now. All right, very light cedar. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of pepper, because it particularly tickles my throat even more when I would cough. And then we got Val.
Everybody,
Hey,
I'm late, but I'm here.
are you late? Not really.
I used
Few
to say
minutes.
that when I used to show up late for work in my earlier days starting a new job. I'd be a little late and I would tell the guys, "Hey everybody, I'm late, but I'm here. So everything's going to be good."
Yeah. I don't think anybody want to be late for a new job.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you plan to leave on time and you leave on time and everything goes fine, but then the traffic lights don't want to cooperate with you, traffic doesn't want to cooperate with you. Then you always tell yourself, "I leave 5 minutes earlier."
Mm-hmm. So is
You
everybody
know,
else.
And then there's always that train, all right? There's always that train. Man, if I would have left 3 minutes early, I wouldn't have been stopped by this train. So, anyway, I'm here.
All right.
All right. You know what? Man, something's going on here.
What's going on?
I don't know. It's either, it must be my glasses, unless it's my tent. Let me see.
Today your tents are extra open. So
I can't tell. I can't tell.
your tents are extra open. Your camera angles are slightly different than usual. And
Okay.
and then obviously you have a box on the side.
Yeah, okay. Let me change this. All right, let me change this. You know, when you have when you use a different table,
Mm-hmm.
the like I use this table most of the time, but sometimes I use a different table depending on where I'm at in around my house.
Mm-hmm.
On the pool, on the deck, in the front, on the front patio, on the front driveway, in my tent. So I got different table heights,
Okay.
and I leave it set up.
A lot of things are different. Like your chair looks different to me. your camera angle looks different to me. Your camera
Okay.
color looks different to me. So you probably have a different light. Um, everything look more yellow hue. So your tent is less blue to me today.
Okay, so I have on my regular tent, but what's happening is it's starting to get dusk, starting to get dark.
Mm-hmm.
I had my back door flap open, and the brick in my house is like a whitish, like a yellowish whitish color.
Okay.
And I have this back flap open so I can have more air circulation in. So that, and my lighting has stayed the same, but it might have changed the interior color.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually you're more blue. Your the background, your tents are blue. But right now it
Yeah.
looks more teal.
Oh, and in my chair, let me go here.
Yeah. It looks different too. It's a different chair.
It's no, what it is. I took my winter blanket off of it because I have a
Mm-hmm.
leather chair. I have a leather
Okay.
chair out here. Okay, and in the wintertime, the leather chair is cold. And me being as delicate and sensitive as I am, I have to put a blanket on that chair to keep myself comfortable.
Okay. All right.
But let me take a look here. Let me see if just closing this flap a little bit will make a difference. Make a difference?
A little bit. See, like once you pull it up, the light reflected off that thing. Now your camera is perceiving the background more blue.
All right. All right.
You don't have to close it.
Well, I still got the bottom open, so I still got some air.
Yeah, because like you look super yellow, like overall today.
I do, don't I?
Like if
You
I
know,
didn't know it was a camera, I would think that you have jaundice.
oh, okay. You know, yeah. Okay.
But that it shouldn't make any difference. Just the lighting. Everybody lighting changes from time to time. Yeah. This cigar
So
it tastes super sweet today.
I missed what you're smoking. What are you smoking?
I'm smoking the Plasencia Alma Fuerte Natural.
Oh, okay.
So you know they have the 6 hexagon ones. They have the hexagon Alma Fuerte Natural,
Okay. Okay.
and they came out with a tubo for it. And I thought the tubo with that shape is super cool, so I bought a box.
Okay.
But inside is the same cigar, but I do think that this cigar today tastes a lot sweeter than the last time I smoked this. It's very sweet. Just sweet cedar, a little bit of powdery pepperish. Um, a little bit of like some sort of dry fruit taste. It's sweet. The one that I had before, that was the one when they first came out with this one. I think it was like maybe a couple years ago. Actually, more than that, maybe 3 years ago. That one wasn't as good. It was really boring, and it has a little bit more barnyard taste to it. And I didn't like it. And I think I throw away my last one. Like my last one from the humidor, like I'll take it out. I was like, I'm never gonna smoke this. And I tossed it. And I bought this because of the tubo. Because I think it was super cool to make a hexagon tubo. It's metal. Metal tubo.
A metal tubo in a hexagon form?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll take it up again and show it to you. I can't bend down that much. Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. This is nice looking.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. So this is hexagon.
All right. Okay, so look at.
Huh?
Do you leave the caps completely sealed, or do you loosen them up to let some air get in there?
If I put in the humidor, like inside a humidor in a humidified situation, I would open up the cap a little bit.
Okay.
Because that way, if you let the air out, it's not stale. But this thing, most likely, is gonna stay on my floor, so I'm not gonna be worried about it.
Okay. I am smoky.
Lower, to the right.
To the right. I can't tell.
Actually, to your left.
To my left. To my left.
There we go. You got it.
So
Right
look
there.
at
Stay.
it. To the left. To the left. To the left. To the left. L of D chisel.
There we go.
This is such a good tasting cigar. One of my favorites, actually. Okay.
Very nice.
So much for that.
So, before you got on, Val, I was talking about how, over the year we produce so much like review videos that we don't really get to talk about different cigars during the live shows because we talked about it all on the reviews. So I don't get to smoke there on the live as much anymore because when this first started, it's just us talking about cigars in this kind of show, just talking about cigars. And because the review that kind of killed it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna do the reviews anymore, but I will be talking about different cigars in the shows instead.
Well, I mean, I get it. I understand that. But I think rather than not or stop doing reviews completely, instead of doing one every day, do at least one, maybe two a week.
Well, that's the thing, right? When you have, let's say, two reviews
a week.
Let's say two reviews a week, right? That's two cigars that are new that I could have shared with everybody else and talk about it.
And you still can. And you still can. Because what you do with the day of the release, you can put it in a chat saying, hey guys, I released my review today. You got a quick, not a quick synopsis, but you got a synopsis of the review. I'm going to be smoking.
But that's the thing. If I already did the review,
yes,
the revisit is not going to be the same as the review. Because I already smoked it. It wouldn't be a genuine, this is what it tastes.
Okay, so you want something to taste for the first time on the review.
Right? Because like if I'm reviewing it, it's because I give my first impression, right? If I'm talking about it, it's gotta be my first impression. So I'm not feeling too weird about it because that's how we started, like how Shadow Smoke Legion whole thing about live shows all started because we just want to sit down and talk about cigars. And that actually is my going back.
Okay, so I think that, and I've been thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about this. So how we always ask everybody, hey, what's everybody smoking?
Mm-hmm.
And we should have. Hey, people out there who's watching us, you know what Tony's smoking. You know what I'm smoking now. Type in the chat. What are you guys smoking? And if you're
Mm-hmm.
drinking with anything, what are you drinking it with?
Mm-hmm.
If you're drinking coffee, you're drinking tea, you're drinking soda. I don't care what kind. I don't care what you're drinking. A lot of times we pick up a cigar and we don't have it in our thought or our plan to pair it with anything.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I want to drink something with it. It may be a particular soda slash pop. It may be a particular spirit, or it may be something. You know what? I haven't drunken this for a while. Let me grab that out. Other than doing a planned cigar and spirit, or planned cigar and wine, or a planned beverage of that's selected. If you give enough times notice, then you can do it that way. But if you don't give a notice, bring your
Well,
cigar, bring what you drink.
I will post in the Legion what I'm about to, what I'm going to smoke tonight, which I did this afternoon.
Yes,
Also,
I saw that.
in terms of what I'm drinking, it's usually whatever that's available to me in the fridge. Whatever that's sweet, I'll just pick it up.
Okay.
Because I can plan whatever I want to drink, but the moment of, I might want to drink something else. So that will change it.
Okay.
But if I know ahead of time, I'll post it. Yeah, I received this today, and I posted a picture on the Legion on it. That I'm gonna open this today. So when I have like an idea what I'm gonna smoke for the night for Saturday, I'll post that.
So I didn't know what I was going to smoke tonight. As I want to smoke something I haven't smoked in a while, and I haven't smoked this one in a while. So you know what? Let me smoke this tonight.
Okay.
Okay. And let me tell you a little bit about this cigar. Other than it being an LFD chisel, the most significant thing I want to say about it is this. At the time I purchased this cigar,
Mm-hmm.
it was like $13.
Okay.
Okay. And the reason I can say that is because I got the price tag right on the back of it. Okay. Right on the back.
Okay.
I'm not going to show you though. But believe me, it's right there. Okay. Right there.
Okay.
And the reason I'm bringing this up is because we all notice or know that there was an increase in the cigars, and the cigar industry
Okay.
typically is going to raise its cigar prices. Some do it every year, some do it every other year, but when it does, it does. When it happens, it happens.
Sure.
But when you get a double hit, or suspected double hit, such as the tariff. So when I got this cigar, it was $13. When I went back to look at the humidor on, when was I there? Friday?
Okay.
Yeah, Friday. It's like $17 now.
Okay.
That's a big bump.
I want to say that's
Don't
right,
say that's average.
Cigar price raising and the tariff and all that stuff. I don't think that we should be clouded by that information. That information is next to bullshit. It might sound weird, but the thing is that any store can set your cigar to be any price they want, so long as they fit the bill, right? For example, if you buy a cigar in a relatively rich area where the rents are high, they will charge you more for the cigar. So the MSRP itself doesn't change that much, right? The thing is that Chicago has recently raised the sales tax on cigar. That's why you see that different, but it's not really, it really doesn't have anything to do with the cigar price increase, because the cigar price could be anything. In fact, if they went to if they had a good relationship with LFD, they can buy 10 and get one for free or whatever, or get 10, get $2 for free. It drops the price. It drops the price. It has nothing to do with MSRP.
Well, maybe I just don't understand that. So, but anyway, I'm just saying.
Okay.
But it does, well, it does for me at least, make me a more of a more cautious and more selective cigar that I choose now. And
Um.
and I am finding that I am leaning towards more of the higher end cigars than I was before.
Oh, sure.
And
Because
I
you got to pay that price anyway. Why not choose something better?
yeah,
Once you
and
hit a
that's what I'm
certain
thinking.
threshold, you're like, the difference between a $20 and 25 ain't that much. Well, 15 to 25 is, but 20 to 25
Yeah.
ain't that much different.
Yeah, when you look like a $3 to $4 price range, that not that big of a difference. And if you're going to spend that money, spend it on a really good cigar and then really enjoy it. Really enjoy it,
Mm-hmm. So we
as I
have
am doing right now. So watch me enjoy this cigar. Watch this. Wonderful, just wonderful.
so Alex CT. Are you from Connecticut? Alex CT. Hey Tony, recently found your channel. Love your sense of humor and reviews. I had to watch all your Padron reviews to make sure I wasn't crazy about not being the only one that doesn't like them.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't like them. I just don't. I'm not a big fan about them. You know, for a lot of various reasons, particularly it's not pleasing to my eyes. Now the recent release was very pleasing to my eyes, so I actually like it. But the old ones and the regular ones, like the 1000 series, the few other ones, the color is so close with like natural, and they're like Maduro. It's just sometimes it feels like they are not paying that much attention to packaging, to the customer and stuff like that. But when they release something like the 60th anniversary one, not that's right my forte. That's right my forte because the 60th anniversary looks just great. It looks beautiful. So for June 60 PB97, Natura accident. Okay. I just find them too dark and too bitter for my taste, not from Connecticut. Okay. So some of the cigar are very flavorful and dark and heavy. Majority of the cigars are flavorful, but I just can't stand the look, like how rough it is, how raw it is, rustic it is on the surface of the cigar. Like especially when you go to a place, you know how when you go buy Padrones, they put everything in a basket, the divider basket. They don't come with box, they come with the tray basket. When they dump all those different ones in a different batching together, that's like the factory never sort the cigars. The factory will sort the cigar by color and then put them in the same batch. Okay, so that when you open the box, they all evenly colored, so it's pleasing to your eyes. One box to another box might not look the same, but the same box should look the same. But when they toss everything in a one tray, that color sorting goes out of the window. Okay, so that is not pleasing to my eyes. I know what they do in the factory, right? And it's just that it looks bad. But things that is Padron, so they don't give a fuck about anybody.
Well, mm, that's a little rough.
I'm not the only one that say that. So, um, one of our mutual friend, Val, has also
Yes.
made that statement.
Okay.
While you're there, actually, when they're talking about the story, I think was it? It's just
Uh,
they sell so much of it, and they don't really care about anybody else. Thing they just like we make good cigar, we know it, and that's it. That's it. Padron, prestige, a legacy, a history, 60 something years in the making. All right, they're the big shots. They are the guys, right?
yes.
Right? It's like nobody else can beat them. You know, when you look at the legend, Fuerte, Fuente and Padron, they are the legend. You know,
The leaders of the pack.
well, I guess you can call them the alpha. Can't really mess with them. Literally, they can put piece of paper, roll it together, and call that cigar, and you can't say that isn't. You know what I'm saying? I bought $2 of those based in 2025. If they are like this one, I messed up. I told you guys that. I don't know what the big hype is. Like, seriously, Basin tastes like Basin. Basin tastes like Basin.
Maybe it's the mystique of the name. I'm just
I
saying.
haven't seen any Cuban cigar review. Just curious if you try any. I think they will align with your palate. Okay. I have a few Cuban reviews. I have plenty of Cuban cigar. I just don't like to review them. Reason being, I do understand that the reviews are majority for the US viewers. And what is the point to review a Cuban cigar if you can't go get it? And that's always my thing. Like, if I review a Cuban cigar, I know you guys can't get it. I review some Chinese cigar because I know one day or another you might be able to see it. In fact, I think Great Wall Cigar, Chinese Great Wall Cigar, is looking into international distribution now. So you guys will eventually get to try Chinese cigar if you haven't. But Cuban embargo, I mean, you can't. You'll find a way, but I already talk about many times on this platform. Any website that's selling Cuban cigar to the US is fake. Like it or not, because there is only so many. They don't have enough Cuban cigars to go around. You think that they have to go, you know what, we're gonna take the risk, sell it to the US because we don't have enough, and we decided to sell it to the US because that's the bigger market. Now, just think about that. There's not enough to go around, but I got to go out of my way to ship it all the way across the sea just because I know you'll buy it. Think about that. Not only that, they are on a guarantee. If you got confiscated, if it got lost, if it was bad, they will send you another box. Well, that sounds too good to be true because I can't even do that for the US cigars. You can't even do that for the US cigars, okay? Hey, Peter.
It does make you wonder with that statement.
Right? Like, you think about that. Right? There is only so much Cuban cigar, and there is around the world. In fact, the New World cigar is more scarcity to the rest of the world than Cuban. So Cuban is their primary sales. If their primary sales, like, oh my God, we have so much, we better sell it to the US. Think about that. How that makes sense? How does that make sense? Not only that, they got to process like international credit card and all that stuff. You think that makes sense? You think that makes so much sense because I just can't sell Cuban cigars. Think about that. Right? When I go to Taiwan, go to Japan, they never have problem selling any Cuban cigars. All right? People who can afford it, buy them by the boxes. No problem. So, what do I think about the thought of Cuban cigar in general? Cuban cigar is just basically a flavor. Just think about that. It's no different than saying what's my thought about Dominican? What's my thought about Nicaraguan? What's my
linear?
It's just a flavor.
Linear.
Right? And most Cuban cigar tastes very similar because it's Cuban on Cuban on Cuban. Cuban wrapper, Cuban binder, and Cuban filler. So what does that mean? That means like when you go out there, you decided to have cheese on cheese on cheese. Actually, that doesn't sound too bad for a cheese. But
well, is it the same cheese though?
Well, I'm pretty sure the Cuban leaf they used was a different priming. and different
Yeah, so I was
aging.
gonna say, do you think? Well, you got different brands, right? You got the what is it? The Upman, the Cohiba, the Monte Cristo, the Partagas. They're all different Cuban brands. They're all going to be, I think, somewhat similar, but there is going to be a slight difference. Does that mean uh, each brand specializes in a certain leaf of that cigar to get that certain different, subtle different taste?
From what I heard, based on what I heard from people that has been to the factory, it's like the one factory rolls multiple different brands.
One
Okay.
factory.
It's like this, Val. The same
Okay,
factory,
okay.
the same
Okay.
factory probably make Chinese phone, iPhone, Korean phone.
Yeah.
So in the end, the source of the material is probably the same. The recipe might have some difference, but in the end, relatively the same. Okay. So what is a line for my palate? I wouldn't say that a line with my palate. Just some of them taste better than others. I mean, I enjoy cigar like randomly. Like certain things that surprisingly I enjoy. Certain like people hate it, and there are certain things that I hate it that people like. For example, I don't like Amazon basin, but there is a huge market for Amazon basin. In fact, they don't even have enough to sell. Okay, so it's not like that, you know. Now I want a glass of wine with some cheese. I don't think that's gonna go good with a cigar, but sure. The white pepper starts to tickle my throat, but hey, it's sweet cigar today. This cigar is sweet. Everything's sweeter today. I don't know why. So, but let me see if I miss any questions. So yeah, that's my thought in Cuban cigar in general. Is that in America is overhyped because people can't get it and people love things that they can't get. Okay, because we can get Dominican, Honduras, Nicaraguan cigars much easier. That we categorize them as one category. But in theory, in reality, is that they are all separate categories. Dominicans, Dominican, Nicaraguans, Nicaraguan, Cubans, Cuban, Honduras, Honduras, like that. Just different flavor. Cubans tend to be a little bit more woodsy, a little bit more grassy, earthy. As opposed to more complex Nicaraguan mix with like Dominican or something like that.
Relatively a more smoother smoke and not much spice.
They're very underage. So if you leave it aged longer, in terms of the Cubans, they do get better, a little bit better.
That's and that's hard because you buy a Cuban cigar and you want to smoke it. Hopefully, you buy several because if you want to smoke one, you smoke one and it's not there. Then oh yeah, I got to let it age. Can you imagine buying a box and not able to smoke it for a couple years?
No, but Val, you gotta look at it as how this market is. So in the U.S., we have gotten very comfortable for buying a simple pack for ourselves. Two stick that, two stick this, two stick that, two stick that, right?
Yes. Variety, easy.
Right. But in the Asia market, you buy them by the box. So most people will go buy 3, 4, 5 boxes while they continue to smoke their old ones. By the time they're done with the old ones, they start smoking this batch. They bought new boxes for the next.
Mm,
So kind of gap out that time period.
okay.
I've been fortunate enough to try most Cuban portfolio and do agree with you, get similar flavor, but main brands do have some difference to me. All right, so the brands, unless you're smoking their bangers, all right, like you're talking about like Bahique, you know, or like a specialized Patagas, or specialized
Monte Cristos,
Monte Cristos. The rest are
Trinidad.
very similar. The bangers, they put a little bit more thoughts into it, use a little bit better primings, or a more specialized aged leaves on it. The rest, very similar. Okay. I'm going to have retro the entire cigar to get stuff. Would it be? Did you just receive it today? Would it be the heat? Maybe shocked it a little bit. You kind of had to wait for it to kind of rest a little bit, maybe. So, yeah, I don't. Cuban is like one of those things to me that wasn't is most nowadays not as worth it. Because when I travel out of the country, I bring like some American cigar to Asia. They rather smoke those than Cubans. Right now, American cigar is it around the world. It's the thing where people actually smuggles them. People actually smuggle Nicaraguan cigars to Asia, surprisingly. So I think people start to realize that they like certain transitions. For Cubans, the transition really isn't much there. And for the price, it's a lot higher. Like you can probably buy, all right, you can buy an entire box of Oliva for one stick of Cuban. One Bahique will buy you an entire box of Oliva. Think about that. So it just depends on the person, what they're used to. As time goes, the world has gotten smaller, and ability to get to certain things has been better. That people start realizing that you don't have to be a certain income to be able to smoke cigars. So a lot of people who are in the lower income gap are start to smoke cigars in different countries, and they find that if they smoke U.S. cigars, they are able to afford it. Okay, so I think I'll easily spend $1,000 buying a few stick of Cubans in Asia, but $1,000 you can buy boxes upon boxes of U.S. cigars.
At least 10.
Yeah,
At least 10.
excluding the
it
big
depends.
dogs.
Yeah.
Port
Depends
de
on the.
Monterey Epicure number 2 is one of the big dogs. It actually won, I think, number 2 cigar of the year, was the number 1 cigar of the year a while back. I'm talking about like maybe 2018, 2017. Has won the cigar of the year, or at least top tier somewhere. So the Horo de Monterey is big dog too. San Juan's, I can see it, but when it compared to the big famous cigars, it has a little way to go. But if you guys want to see more like Cuban content, I have a bunch of Cuban cigars. We can talk about it. But I don't really see a value in it because you're not gonna ever smoke it.
You can't get them, so
like even if you say, okay, I know where to get Cubans. All right, even if you say that, a lot of cigar I smoke, you still probably can't find it because annually the release are just so different. Once they're gone, they won't come back for years. Okay, they won't come back for years. So even if I smoke it, you're not gonna get the same thing. And then obviously we'll talk about different crop, different year, different rest levels and stuff like that. You're not gonna ever find the same thing. You're not gonna get the same experience. Right? Today I'm telling you that this new one, the 2025 Plasencia Naturals, are very sweet. You can actually go out there and say, I'm just gonna buy it tomorrow. Right? You can actually do that, but you can't do it for the Cuban. So I don't see a value in that. So I probably would smoke a Cuban once in a while, but I don't really see a value in that other than topic to talk about.
I get, yeah, I think sometimes it's just nice to be able to claim or announce. I got a couple of Cubans in my humidor. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
only
Just
in the
it's
U.S.
just
though. Only in the U.S. Like you can't even do that in
yeah,
Canada,
yeah, only in the U.S. Right? Yes.
right? You can't even do that in Canada. You can't do
And
that in like Mexico. You
no,
can't.
you can't. No, you can't.
And
So,
it's literally
hey,
small distance from us to go to Canada. It's that big a difference.
so yeah, so I tell you what, when I was in Europe recently, and I went to this place called Cigar World.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it is one of the biggest online cigar shops in Europe, as well as having one of the biggest shops, humidors in Germany, and maybe also in Europe. But I was surprised to see a lot of the cigars that I can get here there. It just blew my mind. When I saw, I don't know if I should say the brand or not. Maybe I should. What? Right, like little pump to them. When I saw Roja cigars
Mm-hmm.
under shelves, I said, "What the heck is this doing here? How did this get over to Europe?"
But here's the thing, though. When it comes to those brands right now, you'll be surprised that they are not the distributor. So there is one particular distributor outside the U.S. and they just got a bunch of brand and distribute it that way.
Well, yeah. I understand that, but it just surprised me so much to see it there.
Okay.
I just did not expect it. I mean, I saw Fernandez there, saw other brands there, but Rojas. How in the heck did Rojas make it to what
Rojas
I
blew up. They're
affectionately
very
call the
popular.
Dorf?
They're very popular.
Yeah, yeah.
How did Rojas do what?
Rojas is in
In
the
Europe.
UK. And
Oh,
they're in
yeah.
Taiwan too. I see people in Taiwan smoking it too. So
They've got a really good distributor then.
So I mean, just
dude,
it
I have
just
a table
it
at
just
mess and you want to do a
surprised the
chat.
heck out of me. That's all. Am I showing? Is it showing? Is it showing?
Yeah,
I
I
got
see
it.
it.
I think I got it. All right.
What New World cigar would you recommend for someone that likes a lighter, creamier profile with sweetness and not a lot of spice?
Not a lot of spice.
The New World, Connecticut. The New World, Connecticut.
New World, Connecticut,
It's-
Casa Cuevas, Natural Reservas.
See, I like a little spice on my Connecticut though. So
The New World, Connecticut has a little bit of spice to it.
Oliva.
Little bit of tingle. It's nice. It's nice.
Oliva O or G, they don't
The
have a lot of
Oliva.
spice.
Oh, the Oliva G. It's not my favorite.
Right.
I can't smoke. I do not like the G.
Well, if you don't want a lot of flavor.
It just
yeah,
it's not for
that's
me.
why I like the spice.
Best rapper mine is Ecuadorian Habano. Best rapper.
That's hard for me to get into.
Yeah, because
that stuff.
each rapper had to combine with something the right thing to taste right. So like rapper itself doesn't, like for example, if you just get like a Brazilian Matafinas by its own, it's horrible. It's just floral.
Right.
But if you combine with the right filler binder, it tastes great. I think the most popular today are broadleaves and Mexican San Andreas are the most popular on the market right now. I do like broadleaf though. Broadleaf, do it done right, it's great.
Motherfucker.
Let me respond to this.
Yeah, I just put that shit in my mouth. I don't know if everybody saw that.
I don't know. This cigar today is just so freaking sweet to me. That fruity sweetness is just everywhere. And I know it's not for my drink because my drink is tea and cream. So this is fruity. It's not bad today. Not bad today. So when it New World cigars, you can find majority of Connecticut to be okay. Just don't go with the boutique Connecticut. Boutique Connecticut, everybody want to try to make something different, so they have a lot of spice. But if you go with the heritage brands, you know, not a lot of spice. Champagne has not a lot of spice. Perdomo Champagne,
The Perdomo.
it's got a little bit of sweetness, not a lot of spice.
I would say the My Father. They make a Connecticut. I don't know what's called. There's not a lot of spice in there.
Oh, you know, the Gurkha Ghost Connecticut don't have a lot of spice, but it does have a little bit earthiness to it. So, yeah. I was thinking that the VSG as well, but VSG has some spice.
VSG does have spice.
Yeah, VSG has some spice.
Oh boy.
My Father's cigars are pretty good overall. I think they make cigars for like AJ. They know what the majority of market tastes, so they make all the safety cigars. So like when all else fails, you just choose My Father. You'll most likely find one that's acceptable or if not liking.
Smoking to My Father right now.
Right? Can we agree with that? My Father. If you want a lighter, more relaxing cigar, you go to My Father. If you want a darker, stronger cigar, you go to AJ.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they're always safe. They're always safe. I don't care which one you pick. Just pick one. They're probably safe. All right.
Believe it or not, this has spice, and it's Connecticut.
What is that other brand that we smoke all the time?
Smoke a lot of brands. Espinosa.
Espinosa, they're spicy.
No, the one that would keep talking about with zesty. What's that thing called? Shit.
Zesty.
With orange.
Espinosa.
Espinosa, that's a La Naranja. That's it's Espinosa, right?
Yeah, La Ranja Reserva.
Mm-hmm. That's Espinosa.
That's Espinosa.
Yeah, it has a little bit of spice in there, but it's not a lot. Then that cigar is creamy, so it really depends on the palate too. Some people like you can give them like the nose burning, flary fire pepper in there, and they're like, yeah, there's not enough pepper. And some people that you give them like a drip of black pepper, they die. They will just die.
That was Hashi.
Okay, it really depends. It's like going to Paris and then give them like compound chicken. They'll die on the spot. You guys notice that? You cannot find pepper in France. They don't eat chili pepper over there. Yeah. Look into it. Keep in mind, majority of Espinosa has this signature pepper, and they could burn.
That's like their
That's their signature.
Their
Espinosa
signature
loves
note.
their pepper.
It's one of their signature notes, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, try them out. I personally don't like a lot of pepper. So if you find a cigar that may be my reviews. Check out my review. If I tell you that if you see me my nose burning, then you know it's too much pepper. Because I'll die over pepper. Pepper kills me. I can eat spicy, but like when you just shoot straight pepper through your nose, it burns.
Yeah. Sometimes.
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 Like Martin, he can handle majority of cigars. He just can't handle coffee. He'll vomit.
Oh, that coffee was fucking strong. Don't even give it to me. Don't even fuck with me.
Did you see Nail's coffee on Instagram?
I saw that.
I tell you what, as soon as I saw that, I thought about you, Martin.
What is that?
He was making coffee, and his coffee.
Yeah, he was doing the same
contrasting.
coffee on
Yeah, it was
the
the
shore.
same
Look at
Yeah.
look at he. You know what? He wasn't putting any teaspoon. He was putting a shovelful of coffee in there.
Yeah.
No, those are Asian spoons. The metal spoon. Those are Asian spoons.
The hell, you got your own separate measuring
It's,
system? You don't use
it's
teaspoons?
No. Those are Asian spoons.
Man, they look like a
It's an
damn.
Asian tablespoon.
Yeah.
That ain't no tablespoon. It's a damn shovel. The hell are you talking about? You can use that in the garden.
Yeah,
that's
my
the spoon that
wife
we
used to
used to
use
eat medicine with.
Man, you can use that as a shoehorn. What are you talking about, Tony? Holy cow.
That's what we used when we were a kid. That's what we use.
No wonder Martine didn't feel good.
It's a little soup spoon.
Yeah. A soup spoon rest.
No.
That's the kind of thing you put on your counter, and you stir your soup up in, and you got to put your spoon somewhere, and you don't want to put it on a counter to get it dirty, so you put it on a spoon rest. That's what that is.
No, that's what we use because the way Asian eat stuff, we use spoons for that kind of stuff.
Man, you guys got to take a class in measuring systems then, because man, you got to get rid of that measuring system
okay,
there.
so you know how when you drink something like Robitussin and stuff, you got a little cup to measure,
Yeah.
and then you get 1 and 2, and you're supposed to get like the cup is
they're scored, they're marked.
yeah.
They're,
So
they're
the top score will fill that one spoon one time. That's how much it is. It's not that much.
No, it is. Yeah,
I'm telling you,
it
if
is
you
a lot.
take that and just dump the 2 into one spoon, it'll fit one spoon.
That's what I'm saying. It's a tablespoon. 1 tablespoon.
It looked bigger than a tablespoon. It looked like 3 tablespoons.
But it's shallow. It's shallow.
Yes.
It's wide and big, but shallow.
Is it leveled
It's leveled.
or is it a heaping spoon?
I mean,
No. Okay, the depth is only this much.
no, it's more than that.
No, because it flares out. So it looks like there's more, but it's actually very shallow. I use it, so.
Let me see.
All right, Tony, call your wife up. Tell her to bring one down to you.
You don't want to see the one I use. The one I use is a Japanese spoon, which is this deep. It's twice the depth.
What the fuck? What's the goddamn?
Because I eat noodle, and when I eat noodle, I use a really deep spoon. I was smoking a Padron 1964 Maduro Presidente size, and I didn't like it at all. I was watching a Padron review in the moment. Not much flavor, just dark and mostly bitter flavors. Your problem is selecting the Presidente size. Don't smoke a Churchill.
Yeah.
Don't smoke a Churchill. 1964 comes with various sizes. Don't smoke a Churchill. You're not going to like it. It takes that long to smoke it, and the cigar's that long. So the transition is not there.
Well,
Smoke something shorter.
I think if you want to smoke a nice Churchill, then you got to smoke the Oliva Master Blends 3. That is a really good tasting Churchill. At least it is for me.
Can't see it.
All right. So it says most Asian soup spoons are 1 to 1.5 tablespoons of liquid.
1 to 1.5. Yeah, man, I swear to God,
I told you it's that cup.
Like 3.
Because we when I was young, I used that to drink medicine. It's that cup, 1 cup.
Mm-hmm.
That cap that you take off to measure. It's that one. Perfect one. Churchill are perfect for golfing if you're just chatting with a company and don't want to pay attention to the actual cigar. Yes. And also, it will last your entire game. So that way you don't have to carry it. You don't have to carry multiple cigars. Just do one. But really, I don't see a reason unless you're a big guy. You're like, 7 feet tall guy. Then yeah, do it. If you're somebody that plays basketball professionally, you're that big of a guy. Your shoe size is bigger than my face. That you should smoke a Presidente size. But if you're like Asian size, 5'8", average, black eyes, black hair, yeah, that's the size that you wish you could be.
I like Churchills.
Let's see, what's his name? Omar de Frias from Fratello. His favorite size was the Corona.
The smaller cigars, because the way it is, it gets to the point quick.
You get to those flavor notes fast. Yeah.
Yeah. It's quick and it gets all the notes and you're done in like 45 minutes. That was the main point of that, right? So Toro allows a wider gauge to give you more flavor and transition. Robusto is like a compensation between the two, right? You get a shorter time, but you still get some flavor. It's easier. A lot of people like it. It's lighter overall. So Toro might be the most standard size. Robusto might be like a compensate, like if you a shorter guy don't like that much and like transition. The longer you go, you're buying time. You're not buying flavor.
Yeah. If anybody didn't get that reference, Omar de Frias, he's like almost 7 foot tall, but he still likes smaller cigars.
But you also have to consider how much cigar you smoke a day.
True.
Omar de Frias.
Fratello?
Mm-hmm.
Robusto is my preferred size. What that Presidente was a gift, capping off the night with the Atman half Corona. All right, half Corona are fatter. They're like quarters. So they're nice. They come in 10, so they're like this.
Well, you know who Omar is.
Come like that. So it's
I've never
really
met
how
him.
much
I
I
may
smoke
have
to now.
seen him.
So half Coronas are pretty small. Half Coronas are for those people who want a reference. It's Laster.
What's
Laster.
up?
What up?
Hey,
man,
somebody who's an hour late.
I know.
What's the new saying now? Come on, let's say it, everybody. I'm late, but I'm here. There you go.
True.
For Alex, next time when you get a Presidente size that you don't like to smoke the Presidente, all you had to do is cut it in half. Cut it in half. Glue one of the half that you cut off. Now you got two nicely done Robustos.
Should I go for?
It's worth a try.
Should I go for a Fuente or a Carnitas?
Do the Carnitas because we don't have hour left, or 50 minute left. So
I was gonna okay.
Do the Churchill.
yeah, just like engulf that thing. Here's the thing: it's a Churchill, but if you shove more than half that in your mouth deep enough, it looks like Robusto.
All right, let's not go there. Wait.
I just saw a video today where they're talking about during COVID, everybody had to do the swab in the mouth, right, to the test. So in Asia, everybody had to do it like every day.
Well,
In order to get your app to turn green, you got to do your test every day or every other day. And what they realize is that ugly women tend to gag, and pretty women tend to not have problem with it. I thought that was kind of funny. I was like, I wonder why.
I mean, for me, mine was like in the nose. I never had to do the mouth.
Yeah, in Asia,
That's
they
what
do the
she
mouth
said.
because they don't want to put in the nose where people just sneeze and everything come out. So they do the mouth.
Well, if you hit the uvula, it's something else might come out. I think that's worse than snot.
No, but then when somebody's about to gag, you can tell them to go to the side, right? But the nose is like while the stick is in there.
Oh yeah, true. If it triggers a sneeze,
can't stop
Yeah,
that.
you get that spontaneous thing right there.
No, have him do the big one once he goes to the tribal, so he can light up a one on the tribal. He's there 2 hours, and then he can say, "Oh, it's a little late. You know, I got curfews. My mom is telling me
No,
to go to sleep."
you light the larger cigar now, then you can extend it into the tribal. Unless you plan on staying late into the tribal.
No, you gotta force him to stay late by lighting a new one. Because if you haven't like, if he finished like half of that and more than half of that and go to the tribal, he have a reason to escape.
true.
Who's that? I can't tell.
This cigar is weak as sweet today. There's not a lot of transitions. It's on and off, but this like dry fruit taste to it, and dry fruit is kind of like a sweet dry fruit. Aside from a cedar, it doesn't transition that much, but the whole time I just keep tasting like a sweet dry fruit.
What you smoking?
The new Plasencia Alma Fuerte natural in the tubo.
Okay.
Remember I told you I love that tubo. I want to buy that tubo, so I bought a box.
Okay.
And you know what color is that box? Green.
That box is hunter green.
And see, and it's because it's green is the reason you bought it. You know, I know it's not Seahawks green, but it's still green. Okay.
Have you noticed what Martin's wearing today?
Right?
True.
Green.
Wearing green.
This is green.
Screen on the screen. I think
If
it's
you
just a pure fly, not my thing. I don't know.
And if you go to my kitchen, there's bread that have been thrown out in a while, so there might be green in that too.
Oh God.
Alex, how long have you been smoking? Just for reference, so we can tell whether or not that flavor is because which stage you're on in your journey, or just that. Because here's the thing, right? The longer you smoke, the more you'll see your profile change over time.
Yes.
I used to swear by Romeo Julietas, and then now I walk past him, just like, okay, it doesn't call me anymore. And then I just swear by this brand, and then that brand, and every I would say a year or two.
I don't think Romeo or Julieta can call you. They're both dead for a long time.
Damn it! God damn it, Montague.
20 years approximately. And my problem is I've been smoking mainly Cubans for the last 10 years. So yeah, I can see it. And, you know, as you smoke more other cigars and sway off Cubans, mainly Cubans, you might find that more pleasant. Because majority of Cubans are
They're floral.
they're grassy, they're earthy, and they're cedary, but they're not dark.
Yeah, it's like, let's say that you're making like food. I'm gonna bring everything back to food because I'm a fucking big back. But for 10 years of your life or 20 years of your life, all you did was like with your chickens or your steaks, just marinate. All you did was season it with like herbs. That's what you did for 10 years of your life. Just only adding herbs to your chicken. Now you're adding salt, pepper, other spices. It's gonna be a different experience.
Saul Jenko says his recommendation for non-Cuban would be smoking from Select Tobacco, Atabay, Bayon. Now, from what I heard, they say that Atabay has changed their recipe a little bit. It's not the same anymore.
It's the soup.
So that they used to be bitter at the end, and what I was told that they're not bitter at the end anymore.
I hear that.
Like the finish note. The finish note. Every time you take a puff, at the end, sometimes bitter to some people. To some people. Like me.
Yeah.
I tried twice. Both times I say I was bitter. Like I thought I was mistaken. I actually went back to watch my first video when I smoked that, and I say that was bitter too.
I only had like a bitter moment with the Atabay Black.
Atabay Black is not bad though.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad cigar. I'm just saying, but I had like a little bitterness in the beginning, and then towards the end it got good. But then the very last stretch was a little bit bitter too.
Yeah, like when I smoke it, every time after my retro hill, the bitterness just comes in every single time. What I was told that they fixed that. It's not bitter anymore. I don't know. I have not tried it since. But I think it kind of defeats the point to smoke to be a natural Cuban cigar smoker for 20 years, and what you convert to was actually a pseudo Cuban taste like cigar. It defeats the point to smoke any other region. You might as well go back to smoke Cuban. Does that make sense? It's like I'm a natural Chinese food eater, and I go to I say I'm gonna change it up, and I want to eat Chinese Cuban, Chinese Mexican fusion. It's like, what the hell am I doing? If I want Chinese, just go eat Chinese, right? If you want something different, then go something different, right? If you want something nuttier, cedary, and stuff like that, go smoke some Dominican Puros.
Can you imagine some orange chicken tacos?
I have done that.
There's actually a few places here in Jersey where it's like Chinese Puerto Rican infused, and it's also Chinese and Mexican infused. So you have like kung pao tacos. You would have sesame tacos.
It's horrible. I can tell you that. It's just sweet. It's weird.
Yeah, it's sweet.
It is weird. We got a place like that called Velvet Taco, where they do all these weird creations on tacos.
You know what's even worse is that if you walk in New York, there's a place called Takumi's Taco.
I've seen them before.
Yeah, what is Takumi had to do with taco? Not to mention the person who's making the taco isn't Takumi.
Yep. It's Kevin.
Yes, I had tasted a few of those these Padrones that I had laying on my humidor for a couple of years. I was hoping to age might mellow them out. For Padrones, what our experience is, Padrones not meant to be aged. They actually go worse if you age.
I would say about 3 years max, and then that's it.
Padron was made so that you smoke them immediately. They age the tobacco, not the cigar.
Padrones and Plasencias, smoke them within 3 years or they're done.
Yeah, they're not meant to be aged. All right, so if you have Padron, you smoke it right away because they already aged the tobacco to fit their profile that they want to get, and then they roll it and sell it, and they expect you to smoke it right away.
But if you take 1000 series and you age it, they taste like a 1926.
Even a poor man's. So yeah, those are not meant to be, like, some cigars are meant to be aged because they try to finish up the cigar in the age process. Some cigar not, because they already age the tobacco to what they want to present as prescribed, and then they put it together and they expect you to smoke it quick because they don't want the flavor to marry. The longer you have the cigar together, the longer the flavor marry, the change. You know, just think about your wife when she was your girlfriend versus she was your wife. Two different things. Once you married, two different things. Okay? When she's your girlfriend.
Speaking of formats,
you know, when she's your girlfriend, sex is great. When she's your wife, different story. Different story. Okay, so.
Man, I don't know. I stayed with my ex for so long because of that.
I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway,
the skill might improve, but the frequency decreases.
It's called experience.
Right, the skill might improve, the ability might improve, but
the chance of it happening decreases
the
tremendously.
The frequency decreases dramatically.
Well, maybe for some people. But...
Some people go from business weeks to business years.
No. Because the cost of that action has gotten higher.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been tariffed.
The effect.
Yeah, there's a tariff now.
There's a wife tariff now.
No.
Now, once in a while, you get a free for all, buy one get one free during your marriage years, but that's very not often. That's like Black Friday.
Yeah.
I've never gotten to buy one. Get
Connecticut for
one free,
Dominican
at
would
least
I
half
would look
off.
like Don Carlos edition,
I'm-
the Opus
I'm trying to
X20
figure
Dallas
that out,
Square.
Martine.
Yeah, I've never had one, so couldn't tell you there.
How often do you guys have these smoking sessions? Every Wednesday, Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Unless I'm
What about
super sick.
Tuesdays? What about Tuesdays?
We don't do Tuesday anymore.
Okay.
I'm trying to give back some time to myself.
Yeah, you need it.
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah, you do have to back
over
off
the 3
sometime.
weeks that I was sick, I realized how much time I'm putting into this, that the content has got diluted because I put so much time in this. All right. So if I go back to the regular schedule, we got so much more to talk about. So we need to dilute it. We need to not dilute it and focusing on the quality, not the quantity. So I'm putting it back and just do the Wednesday and Saturday.
Saturdays.
Yeah. And all the other one, I'm just gonna put that time and focus on other stuff that I'm doing.
Yeah. Wednesdays and Saturdays, I think is perfect.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that I don't smoke at night. I just have more time to do other stuff.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I'll smoke on a Saturday on a Sunday night.
Because right now I actually smoke in the afternoon as well. So it's like I don't really need to force myself. So like, okay, tonight I had to do another review, and tomorrow morning I might as well do editing. No. Let's go back to how it is. Relax. Let's talk about cigars I was smoking for the day. And bad.
More time for
Hey,
your
El Presidente. Yeah. I think over the 6 years plus, the changes that we tried in order to put out more content, more things for everybody to enjoy, I think we diluted too much. So hope you find a cigar you love in the journey. Take care. Oh, you taking off, Alex? We're almost done anyway. Another half an hour. So Alex, the smoke section is 2 hours. All right. It gives us enough time to smoke pretty much majority of the sizes and finish at the end of the show.
Right.
But chances of you catching me smoking a Presidente size for Churchill, very low, because I actually don't like that size. So is there an Opus that I do like? All right, so the Opus, what's that one? Orici, Stefan Orici was pretty good, but that one is way over its value in price. That one's what, $200, $300?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit crazy.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Dubai. That one took me by surprise. It was actually pretty good.
I mean, I only smoked the Dubai like one time, I think. And the one that I got from the Boston one, I can't remember the name, Paul, whatever. That one's okay. It was like, I'm not a big fan of Opus cigars. Because their strong point, their strong point is their demise for me.
Yeah.
It's that they're very consistent. They're very consistent. The entire cigar tastes the same. All right. They give their best, but the entire cigar. And I like transitions. I like taste different thing at different point. So that's their demise for me. But that's also their strong point, is that they are very consistent. So that's why. Like I'm a more of okay. If you want something that's not crazy, the Davidoffs are very light and not crazy. I smoke the Signature 2000 all the time.
True.
That's very light. You want a little bit more? You go to Anniversario or Millennium. If you want even more, you go Grand Cru. It's up to you. Either way, whatever you buy, it's still gotta be cheaper than a Cuban. You know, talking about Cuban, I do miss the Cuban coffee over at Lewis. That Cuban coffee is good.
I do that. Yeah, yeah. I miss that a lot.
I saw your Oro Blanco reviews. Those were great to watch. I think I had the most Oro Blanco review of the entire YouTube.
I don't think anybody's beating you with that title ever. No one's
Right?
there.
How many Oro Blanco video I have, like with not just for me, but with other people too. I think I have 6 or 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oro Blanco. Well, that'll be less and less because they don't sell that anymore. Oro Blanco is pretty much gone. I went to the store that I went to before and asked them if they had anymore. They don't have anymore. They only have the 111 left. And the 111 is definitely not as good as the old one. I even talked to the store person. The store person also agreed. The 111 is not as good as the old one, and they charge you more for it. No, that's too bad. That's too bad. If they'll re-release the original Oro Blanco, I might just go there and buy a few more. I might just go crazy. And you know what? I want to buy the entire 10 count box if you have it. I might. This cigar is pretty good today. I think I'll knob it. I don't know. Pretty good today. It started to get a little bit more alkaline, a little bit more like, baking soda kind of taste to it. Start to kind of go off a little bit, but not a bad cigar today. Do you guys enjoy Davidoff in general? Most ones I've tried has been pleasant. I am known to be a Davidoff whore. So I like it, but not everybody likes it. I think that there is a whole stigma about people smoking Davidoff. People's like, Davidoff, you're smoking Davidoff, that thing has no taste. Your taste bud is dead. So there are some people that's like that. For me, I think it's a pleasant smoke. I think it's light, it's nice, it's got some flavor. I can smoke it in a more relaxed fashion, and not having to pay too much attention to multiple different flavors. Right? Because a lot of time you feel kind of like, all right, I'm doing this thing and I'm focusing on on what I'm doing. And because of that, I am not focusing on the flavor, I'm wasting money. But Davidoff, there's only like that pleasant flavor is light, and there's only a few notes that you need to pay attention to. Even if you kind of like forgot you're still smoking, when you come back, it's not a big shock. It's like, oh, what did I just miss? Oh, you didn't miss much. It's just that. Some people call Macallan boring, overpriced. Macallan, Martina Maya is more expert to it. I am not a fan of it. So
Macallan or McAuliffe?
Macallan.
Probably
Macallan.
McAuliffe.
McAuliffe.
No,
Macallan
Macallan.
is whiskey.
Macallan.
Macallan is a whiskey.
Oh, McAuliffe.
Macallan's a
Yes,
whiskey.
McAuliffe. 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 Macallan is whiskey.
McAuliffe
That's
with
right.
the McAuliffe.
McAuliffe. Martin is the Scotch.
Oh, he's talking about the
Oh, he's talking about Scotch. Okay.
Macallan 12.
Macallan 12 is actually one of my go-to Scotch.
I'm not a fan of Scotch.
I'm a
I've tried
Scotch
many
drinker,
before.
so I like Macallan 12. I think it's balanced. I think it is smooth. It doesn't bite. I like it. So
I
that
haven't
depends
had
on the
much
person.
experience with Scotch.
Because I like that flavor. I don't know. But then again, my flavor profile is different than other people. So that really depends on the person. Some people like a whiskey that bites, right? That has a lot of oomph. Macallan doesn't have that. It's smooth.
I'm a whiskey and rum person.
Well, Scotch is also whiskey. All Scotch is whiskey, but not all whiskeys are Scotch.
No, it's all whiskey. All bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon.
It's not the same thing.
No, because Scotch. Yeah, okay. So true Scotch is from where?
Scotland.
Scotland. Scotland.
Okay, and it's in most. I mean, most of the Scotches that I have is peaty, and I'm not into the peatiness on the Scotch.
Scotch and bourbon are both whiskeys.
Yes. Oh,
No,
Yes.
is it
Scotch,
the
No.
EY or Y?
you're talking about whoever's making that determination.
Scotch
So now
and
you're
bourbon
now
are
you're
both
debating
whiskey.
on something that's
No.
like people debate like hundreds of years, whereas whiskey
it's-
must come from like what, Tennessee or something like that.
It's
No,
look okay. So it's Scotch. They call it Scotch whiskey because I thought that was a marketing thing. I think Scotch. I think, and I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm thinking Scotch is from, and it's not whiskey.
no.
Okay,
No,
all
no.
right. So how
Here we go.
I
Canadian
learned
whiskey.
it as Asian.
Ca-
How I
Canadian
learned it as
whiskey.
Asian is that if there's 51% corn or more, it's bourbon. If it's less and did not use a barrel, it's a Scotch. Okay, and both are whiskey.
Both are
That's
whiskey.
how we learned it.
Okay, I'll have to look that up because I mean you could be right. I could be wrong. I mean I don't know.
Because that's
I mean,
like, in order to be a bourbon, it must have 51% corn.
I don't know about that, but I know that you can classify one as whiskey or one as bourbon and one as Scotch based on the years that it's been aged.
No, because you can have shorter age, depends on where it is made.
you can have a short aged whiskey and it's terrible.
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay. Calvalon, which is award-winning whiskey, only aged for 4 years,
It's still young.
but it's perfectly fine because where they were aged. Well, that's like a name thing because you can have Japanese Scotch. They're still Scotch, but they're just made in Japan.
Right.
Right? You can have a Scotch that's made in the Japanese barrel, and they call it Japanese whiskey, but it's made in USA. So I mean, that really depends. But then, like, there are some whiskey. Some people think that it's only whiskey if you made it Tennessee, and without the EYs, there's just like whiskey with a Y. And then if you wanna like and other EY, you can make in Kentucky. So
Yeah, Kentucky or Tennessee. Big battles.
so it really depends. But for me, a bourbon must have 51% corn. Yeah, Alexa, what is the classification for bourbon?
Bourbon whiskey's category is beverage.
No shit. No shit. No
Well,
shit.
duh.
No,
Alexa, how do you classify bourbon?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, bourbon is a type of American whiskey, a barrel-aged distilled liquor made primarily from corn. To be bourbon, it must be made in the U.S. with a mash of at least 51% corn. By law, the aging barrels can only be used once. Whiskey cannot enter these barrels at higher than 125 proof.
51% corn mash.
okay.
What did they just tell you?
Primarily in the
51%
U.S.
corn, and it has
Primarily
to
in
be
the
made
US.
in the U.S.
No, it says
Okay.
primarily.
Primarily.
Okay,
Now, Scotch.
But by law, must be 51% corn.
1%.
Okay.
The mash bill has to be at least 51% corn.
So now ask about Scotch.
I if I'm gonna ask that, it's gotta say that someone born in Scotland.
Classify Scotch.
Scotch whiskey.
Alexa, how do you classify Scotch whiskey?
Okay, for Scotch whiskey, here's a few recipes.
I'm waiting for the recipe.
There isn't any. Okay, Alexa, what is the difference between a Scotch and bourbon?
Scotch and bourbon are both types of whiskey. Scotch is
Whoa.
malt or grain whiskey made mostly from malted barley in Scotland, while bourbon is distilled from corn and made in America.
You're right, Martine.
Told you. So, barley versus
Barley's barley versus corn.
Primarily barley. I mean, I've drink Scotch that's not barley. It's just the mash. So
I mean,
less than
I've had-
51% or more than 51%. That's the difference.
I mean, I've had like blended scotches, so
Well, blended Scotch are different. Blended Scotch just means that they take multiple different years and mix them together for the same flavor.
oh, okay.
Age expression means that every barrel of mixed in there is at least that age. So if you have Macallan 12, that means everything they mix there is at least 12 years old or older.
No.
I
Hold on.
don't know. I thought
It's vice versa. That's
one
bourbon.
of those, you have to have at least one of those spirits has to be at least 12 years to be called that.
No. At least I know
Because-
for Japanese whiskey, if you gotta use expression 12, it means every single one of them in there has to be at least 12.
No,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
With bourbon, in order for it to be bourbon, then you say it's a 9-year-old bourbon. The youngest has to be 9 years.
Right. So 12 has to be at least 12 or older.
Well, so the Scotch, the oldest whiskey is like a 12-year-old Macallan. It can have 6 and 5 and 4, but the oldest whiskey is 12 years old.
Oh, okay. I
That
get
really
that.
depends. I know the Japanese one, the youngest has to be the expression. Like Yoichi literally came out to say, because we don't have enough 8-year-old to use the age expression.
Well, they did that with the Knob Creek 9 because they removed the 9 since they didn't have the youngest whiskey being 9 years old.
Well, same thing with all the other expression ones. See, Alex says Tony is right. The minimum age it must be stated on the bottle. It's the minimum. Or else, anybody can put a drip of 12, and now it's 12.
Can you imagine that?
Right? The minimum age must be on the bottle. Is on the bottle as expression.
I've been chipped.
Mhm.
Yeah, right. The minimum age is
Bamboozled.
on the bottle.
Hoodwinked.
That's how I
Flabbergasted.
learned it. Is that when you see an age expression, that means every single thing in there is at least that age.
I always thought only at least one of those has to be that age.
Then I just
I
had
think
to get
that's
like a little droplet. 12. Now it's 12.
Yeah,
Let me sell it for
I
higher
thought
price.
that's how it was with Scotch. I know bourbon, you have more restrictions.
No, for Scotch, it's still the minimum. The age has to be the minimum, or else you can't claim it. The whole bottle isn't that age. In order for the whole bottle to claim that age, is that the whole bottle has at least that age.
Okay. Well, I know bourbon's like that, so maybe Scotch is like that too. I don't know. I'm not a big Scotch fan.
I know that for sure because I collect Japanese whiskeys, and those age expression dramatically increase the price. Dramatically. We're talking about something like $300. All of a sudden, it turns to $30,000 because of a couple years.
Sheesh.
A Yamazaki 12 and a Yamazaki 18 is more than double the price.
Damn.
Yeah.
Here. Be right back.
Harmony too, like the Hibiki Harmony. The difference between the 10-year and the 20 years
It's 10 years.
are more than double the price.
Hmm.
More than double the price. And the reason is because, it's really storage. If you think about this, okay, if every year you pay every day you pay X amount of storage costs, you will have gotten to that price. Yeah, Yamazaki in the US is $200. The 18, if you can ever find it, is $800 plus. I found one for $900 something the other day. The regular one, I got a few bottles. The 18s are hard to find. And I think the 50 was over $200,000. All
Damn.
right, think about that.
Damn. That's a house.
How much? How much did
I'm
you
down
say?
payment for a house.
It's over $200,000 for the 50.
Let me see. A bottle of this or a Mercedes Benz. Let me think. Bottle Mercedes. Bottle. I
I
don't
mean,
think
for
so.
me, it'd be a bottle or a
Val,
house.
Val.
Down payment for a house.
Val,
Yes.
only children had to make choices. Adults will get both. Hakusho 12 is nice. Well, Hakusho is a little bit lighter. It's a bit lighter and has more peat. So it depends on the person who likes it. I drink primarily Nikas. So the Yoichis and Miyaki-kyo is what I drink most of the time.
I drink bourbon.
And which is funny because Yoichi is peated, Miyaki-kyo is unpeated. So it has no smoky taste to it.
I'm sore.
I'm surprised you can sit outside like that, man.
Oh man, I'm sore. My body is hurting.
I'm surprised you can be like that. But yeah,
Boy, it's 100 degrees. It feels good.
booze is back. Well, see, if you go all the way to the Z, of course it's bad. You gotta reverse a little bit. Have only a little bit at a time, so you get, instead of booze, you get boobs. Now it's good.
It's 92. It feels good out here.
I can, like 90s, I die outside.
It's hot. It's hot out there. It's hot out there.
So they tells you not to go too much. Like, have 1 or 2 drinks a day, maybe 2, because B is second character in the alphabet. So B-O-O-B, it's nice. But if you go all the way to Z and get drunk, you're going to sleep. That's what the Z stands for. Don't drink too much. Have a little drink. Drink responsibly, people. It's educational. Or it can be Rick, just bottles the whole thing.
I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, Rick is only few people that I know that literally put his mouth on it and just drink a few sips on that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a problem. What are you talking about? I don't have a problem. What are you
Mine's a little
talking
bit too
about?
far for me to reach.
I don't have a problem either. I drink, I pass out, no problem.
Hey, Rick, I thought we're trading. We're trading the full proof, huh? I thought we're doing that.
I gotta grab another foolproof. I only got one foolproof.
Don't put my full proof too close to your chest. I don't want to have hair in there.
Girls would be brand spanking new.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for whiskey and bourbon is really personal preference. Some people like the wood char taste. Some people like the moss burn taste. And really, the funny part is the moss taste is because they couldn't find any barrels. Even though Japanese whiskey is barreled. Japanese whiskey is barreled in a white oak.
Well, that's because they don't have enough oak trees there over in Scotland.
It's just, in Scotland not, but in
You got
Japan
more
we have
moss than anything
white oak.
else. No, you got apple blossom trees. That's what you got more in Japan.
Are you guys in the USA? Yes, we're in the USA.
I'm in the great country of Texas.
And I'm in New York's stepchildren area, New Jersey.
Scotland, they import all the barrels. Yeah. I mean, majority likes to import the barrels, and because they reuse the barrel, that kind of kills the name bourbon, because you heard they can only use the barrel one time.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes
Did not know
Jack
that.
Daniels, no, that makes Johnny Walker not bourbon. Because they use rare barrels for the blues.
True. True.
Love
Yeah.
Texas, Georgia there. Georgia is hot. Georgia is
It was
hot.
humid.
Yeah. Georgia is hot for me.
It's been horrible here in Jersey. Been nothing but high 90s,
Yeah.
high humidity.
So we got a 90 degrees weather. Next week's supposed to rain.
Yeah.
I think this weekend's supposed to rain.
Let's see. Usually my weather is your weather. Yeah. It's raining this weekend.
Yeah. Raining is gonna drop it back to 70s. It's gonna be nice.
Well,
And then raise it back up to 80s.
I'm looking at mine. It's gonna be mid 80s this whole entire week.
The 2 day that's raining is gonna be 70s.
Not for me. It's 82 and then 82.
Sucks to be you.
And then yeah, today it was horrible. It was 90. It was 99. It felt like 107 with 86% humidity.
Oh my god. We're at 97 today, and I was outside watching my dog, waiting for my dog to go pee. I was literally getting angry. I was like, just go pee already. I'm dying over here. My dog just decided to kind of slowly walk while dripping. He just won't pee. He's just dripping.
Oh, my dog used to do that shit. I'm like,
Really?
dude, just fucking take a piss already.
Your dog does that? Just like walking and drip pee at the same time, but not like
My
actually
dog
stand
would-
there and pee?
My dog would like walk like bow-legged and like pee as he's walking.
I'm like, just hurry up and go pee already. Like, I'm over here sweating. I had to go shower after that because like my whole entire chest is wet, my back is wet. You know, my cigar is sweating.
Yeah.
Were your knees weak? Arms are heavy?
My knees are weak, but this is a different story. No. I don't know. I told everybody the story 2 nights ago. My wife gave me a sucker punch while she's in sleep, and she punched me right in the guts. I got winded right after that.
Damn.
Right. She was pulling off a Mike Tyson move in her sleep. Okay. My wife tends to talk when she sleeps, so sometimes I have to wake her up because I'm reading. So I was reading and she started talking. I turned over. I was gonna wake her up. As I turned over, I'm facing her. She went like this and punched me on the gut.
Yep. You've told us that before. She's a fighter, man.
And that was a couple of days ago. And it still hurt. It still hurt. Punched me right in the gut.
She was a boxer in her past life.
I swear to God, she punched like without any restriction. You know how when humans are awake, their mental tell them to hold back.
Mhm.
She had no holding back. She just punched so hard, and she punched me. I go ah, and then she goes,
Maybe.
"Oh, I'm so sorry."
Maybe they should have sedated Mike Tyson before the fight.
That fight would have been a better fight.
True.
Knockout.
Mhm.
Google says Japan used a mix of Mizunara oak, which is white oak, so you guys know, along with some American imported bourbon barrels. Sherry cask depends on distillery, and that's usually the secondary. So if they say on their bottle sherry cask, that means it's sherry cask, or otherwise it's usually white oak. Usually, because if they use bourbon barrel, they actually say bourbon barrel on it. They'll say imported bourbon barrel. Come on, you want the heat in Florida? No, not really. Not really. Okay, the Florida heat isn't that humid. Florida, like even it's hot, they will rain like throughout the day, like a couple times, kind of lowers the temperature a little bit. So Florida is not always that bad. But you know, during the summertime, we're really humid up here. So, like Rick, he's right across from Hudson River. And all that heat goes up and then just travel and stop right in front of Rick's door.
Yep. And I moved closer to it. So
Just wait until he had a storm.
oh no, you've been through a few storms.
Like a storm that's enough to get the water going crazy. Good thing he's rental, because if he bought the house, he better have water insurance.
Well, no, the good thing is I live on a hill, so it's a steep hill. So any water goes down.
This is exactly what I do. My place is on like midway of like a mountain hill,
Yep, same
and
as
like
mine.
literally the hill is so steep, it's a blind drive going up. So all the water, every time the big water coming down, like nope, not bothering me. My wife is like, "Don't you think it's gonna flood?" I was like, "Ain't gotta be me. Ain't gotta
Yeah,
be
but
me."
I live in the second floor, and it's already a high-rise apartment. So it's like you have to go up the stairs just to get to the first floor. So the first floor, even they're good. So if any storms, I'm good because it's a steep hill. It's easy walking down, but when you gotta walk back up, you go to like a little corner store. I do
This
like
is why we
a
have like Grubhub and
inhaler.
stuff.
Yeah.
The only good thing is I go from AC to AC, everything's central AC. I have 8 central AC. I don't know how your electric bill is. My last month's electric bill was $900 something.
Mine was not that bad. I have central air as well.
My last bill was 900 something. I can't remember how much. 900 something dollar for my electric bill. Only.
Did you hear me?
What do you say?
Like, you need to switch to Reliant free nights and weekends.
Yeah, like we have some serious electric bills for my house. But then again, according to their survey, I use double the electricity than anybody around me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
I use at least double the electricity for according to everybody around me on the same grid. I use most electricity.
Wow. And how did you find that out?
They show on the bill.
Damn.
So you use this much, and here's the average.
Wow.
I talked to one of the guy that so Massachusetts have this program where they come to your house to see if your house is efficient, and they test it to see if you're leaking or like you need more insulation or whatever. They came to test my house and said your house is fine, and then I think out of the like a chit chat, he's just like, you do know you use enough electricity to power the next 3 houses down the street. I was like, I'm a technology guy. What do you expect? Everything uses electricity.
I mean, I don't know, Tony. You might benefit from having some solar panels on the top of your roof.
That solar will go on fire with the amount of electricity I'm using.
Mm.
You know how people usually get solar because they can sell the excess electricity?
Yeah.
For me, I'm not gonna have any extra electricity. I'll be using more. I'll be using all of my battery plus and then some.
Oh man.
I cannot be in my house for an entire month. Like no one in my house. My electricity bill will be like $200 something.
Bro. Not me, man.
Mm-mm.
And my mother-in-law, if she's not at home, her electricity is $4.
Yeah, dude. When I had my own apartment, I'd be gone for like a week on like vacation, and my monthly bill was like $50.
That's average cost for my mother-in-law being at home.
Yeah.
She does not turn on anything.
And that
What
was
is my
with, like,
AC
me
set at?
turning
My
off the
AC
lights.
set. My AC is set at the perfect temperature for any cigars out there. 69 degrees. My house is running at 69 degrees because I put cigar everywhere.
Whoa.
Does
If
your
you want to
wife-
have your cigar everywhere, you gotta sit at the temperature where cigars be happy. So mine's at 69 degrees no matter what. So the winter time 69, summertime 69.
Does your wife get cold a lot or no?
No. Oh,
Really?
okay. My wife gets cold no matter where she is. Her hands and feet is always cold.
Yep.
But the rest of the body's fine, just the hands and feet.
Hmm.
Which I told her is a sign of heart disease in the future.
Does she ever just like put her hands and feet on
She
you?
does
in the
that
middle of the
every time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I'll be cooking, you know, when you're cooking, you're hot as fuck. You know, everything is hot, right? She'll be like, hey, check this out. And she goes over there and just put her hands in my back like that, like through my t-shirt. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What are you, a vampire? Did you just came out of the coffin?
Right.
Even in the car, she'll be like, my hands are cold.
I think just women in general are like colder than men.
Emotionally.
And that's usually the case. I get it. I get it.
I mean, yeah, that too, emotionally.
That's why they always break your heart. But that's a different story,
Yeah.
right? I just can't handle it. It's always cold. Like
Mhm.
for her, for me, I need to like crank up the AC. Like I can feel my house when it's like 71 degrees. You know, sometimes your AC turns off to take a break, and the temperature will go up like 71 degrees. I was like, what the hell? And she's like, what? I was like, AC is probably off right now. I looked at it, 71 degrees. I turned to 68.
Yeah. No. I think every girl I've dated, like 75 degrees, always wearing the freaking hoodie. And I'm like, it's fucking hot, man.
And my
Yeah,
wife
I
was the
can't.
same exact way. Like
I
this,
can't.
like before this apartment, the one we were at together, we didn't have central air. It was just AC. And there's days where our AC, you had to get it, serviced. And our apartment was easily like 80 degrees. And she will go to bed with a thick ass blanket over her head and everything. I'm like, how?
Let me address Alex. Alex, he said that he keep his at 72 to 74. Alex, that is not a good temperature to keep your cigar. Your cigar is gotta be more steam than flavor. Okay? When you're at 72 to 74, your humidity level percentage is not the same. So 70% at 72 to 74 is actually higher than a 70-70. So your cigar will be wet.
And that's Cubans?
Cubans are probably gonna mold.
Yeah.
72 to 74 is a
Where-
lot of humidity. A
Where
lot
are
of
you at,
humidity.
Alex? Where are you?
He's in
Georgia.
Georgia.
We're in the States. Oh,
Georgia. You
Yeah,
should bring it down
72
to
to 74
65 to
is
69.
very high for cigars. You keep a 65 Movida in there still, it's very high. So your 65 is trying to keep your cigar at probably 71%. It's wet. So you want to think about this, all right? So if your humidity is 68 at 72 degrees, it's actually over 70%. Okay, so 68% humidity at 72 degrees is not the same as 68% at 70 degrees. Higher the temperature, it holds more humidity. So the percentage is skewed. There's actually a chart. You can go online and look for it. Just look for humidity versus temperature. You'll find the graph. It will show you that as a higher temperature, humidity at certain percentage is actually higher.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna find some cigar, which there are some cigar that doesn't like a lot of humidity. It's gonna taste worse because there's more humidity. So because the cigar is very light already, you get more steam. That cigar is gonna taste worse. Okay, that cigar is gonna taste worse. Yes, your wireless sensor is correct. 68% relative humidity is relative. It's not exact humidity. You gotta understand it's a relative humidity, RH. Okay, relative humidity is related to the temperature that it's on. So when you have 70% humidity at 70% temperature, it's not the same as 70% humidity at 72 degrees temperature. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So that might be one of the reasons why some cigar doesn't taste good to you, because there's actually more steam than oil. You're burning the oil when you smoke a cigar. You want the oil, you don't want the steam. What did I miss? Why don't we see more cigar in Africa? Isn't that the soil environment ideal? It has to do with
most of Africa is fucking hot.
which some of them are ideal for tobacco, but you gotta understand that you need skilled people to take care of those things. They only have so many people to handle so much acres of land that can grow tobacco. So to keep a certain things, and also it's also their way to keep things scarce. If a scarce supply and demand, actually keep the price up. If they overproduce, the price goes down. They're not making enough.
It's also top part of Africa that they can grow that tobacco.
So
yeah,
yeah.
plus, you know what? Plus, I don't know if you want to be doing some tobacco stuff, planting tobacco, harvesting it. Hey, there's some lions there.
Mm.
No, that's
I don't know.
south.
No, that's
That's
different.
South
That is
Africa.
different. Yeah. You're talking about Cameroon versus Madagascar.
Right. Yeah.
Uh, would a cigar
most
in the late
Africa
fall, early
isn't-
winter be ideal time to smoke somewhere between 60 and 70 degrees outside?
Most of Africa isn't livable though, right?
Most of Africa is not livable. No, human adapt. We can live anywhere. Just prefer the preference. Whether or not
Yes.
they develop that area.
Yeah, if you put like walls or gated areas, whatever, there's a lot of savannas, obviously.
You gotta understand that the earning level of Africa is very different. So, whether or not they want to spend the money to develop another area to live is a different story. Would a cigar in a late fall, early winter be ideal time? Well, it depends on where you're at. It depends on where you're at. But 60 to 70 degrees outside is totally fine to smoke. I think anywhere between 60 and 84, 85 degrees are okay to smoke outside. Okay. Anything below that start to have problems. Anything above that start to be suffering a little bit. So it depends how much you wanted to smoke outside.
I was wrong.
No.
Okay.
That is the only part that is not livable in Africa.
The north part.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that
you can
was-
see like most of the people concentrate in a certain area. So they can live in different areas. It's just whether or not they want to develop that into a city that has more. Like you wouldn't want to live in a city that don't even have a convenience store, do you?
I need my convenience. I need
Because you
Mhm.
kind of like in Africa, you kind of have to drink imported water. So you want to be where water is easily accessible.
True.
Well, if your humidity is like 85% on a 60 degrees day, I don't think it's that bad. But if it's 85% humidity on a 60-degree weather, it's probably raining. So it really depends. Really depends. Okay? So yeah, 11:04, that is it for today. I hope you enjoy your cigar and the chat today. And then we will see each other again on Saturday night. All right? So have a good night. Stay cool. I'll see you guys Saturday. Bye, guys.
Good night, everybody. I'll be heading to the tribal if anybody wants to jump in.
I got a little bit of cigar left, so I'll follow you.
Rick
All
has
right.
no excuse. He has to jump over there.
All right.
Well, you see what happened.
Yeah. Good night.
All right.